let's talk about something that matters to everyone, nutrition and why it's so important.
I really feel like nutrition is so important because it can really help protect your body from a lot of chronic diseases.
We think about food as enjoyment, but it really affects your mood, your brain fog. I get hangry. It has so much impact in our lives.
Whenever we're thinking about nutrition, there's so many different models that we've seen in the previous past. We had the food pyramid,
yes,
and now we have the My Plate, right,
yes.
Angela? So can you explain to me a little bit more about My Plate?
Yeah. So the My Plate is our new guideline from the USDA, and I love it because it's a good visual representation of portion sizes and what we should be putting on our plate for every single meal. Eating healthy can feel like it is more expensive, which is a big barrier.
And then sometimes people just don't even know how to start or where to cook these foods. So it can be a really daunting task to ask someone to prepare a salad with quinoa or anything like that when they might not even know how to cook quinoa.
But what can we do to help make those changes in our diets?
Anyone, starting in a different place regarding nutrition, we definitely don't want to overwhelm anyone.
Exactly.
Some tips that we can do and recommend whenever we are starting off are opting for those frozen fruits and vegetables.
Yes, frozen vegetables are just as nutritious as fresh vegetables because they are frozen at the exact ripeness, and so they can still contain all those nutrients that we really care about. Another thing that I recommend sometimes is to use more plant-based proteins because right now meat is getting more expensive.
Yes.
So when I was talking about peanuts, like peanut butter is a great protein source if you want to have that on a snack with some fruit.
Some other things that I recommend are going to be like our cheese sticks or easy to grab and go protein foods.
And another thing that I tell people is like batch cooking. So usually around lunchtime, like we're busy, we don't have time to cook or want to prepare anything. So if you're able to make a little bit more for dinner, then you can bring that for leftovers the next day, and you're less likely to go through the drive-thru or getting more convenience foods.
Yeah.
And also shelf-stable stuff too, like healthful convenience food. So getting packed fruit and water versus in syrup.
These simple swaps, like instead of, if we're going out to eat a lot or grabbing convenience foods and getting sodas or sugar-sweet beverages, maybe we offer water or zero-calorie beverages first. Small changes make big impacts. So when you're thinking about nutrition, again, a lot of people find it kind of daunting and difficult. But I would say the top thing to do is just finding where to start and making these small little steps so that way we can lead into a bigger impact.
Exactly.
Right here we have some lemons. So if we wanted to do something like a lemonade, we would squeeze this into the water, and you can also do it into a big pitcher and leave it into your fridge overnight.
Yeah, that's great.
And let it kind of infuse. And I think I'm going to do like a little strawberry and cucumber.
Yes, I love that.
Just to make sure that I'm getting enough kind of flavors and everything like that. I think the strawberries would be a little bit more kind of flavorful if you left it overnight then. And then it just kind of gives you that hint of flavor. It's not going to be like a flavorful soda or any like flavorful drops, but it is going to provide you like a good amount of water.
Yeah.
And it's always going to have a good flavor. So
the rotisserie chicken, which is my favorite, what I love about it is that it's already prepped and cooked for us so that we can start using it. We can bring it home. Usually I recommend taking the skin off of it just to remove a little bit of that extra fat. And then you can shred it up. You can make it in chicken salad. You can make it with a chicken sandwich. The other thing that we also have available are snacks. So yes, we get hungry during the day, and instead of looking for convenience things or convenience stores, what are things that we can bring with us? So nuts are just a great one. Maybe looking for ones that are lightly salted or unsalted just to watch the salt intake. The other great thing about nuts is they contain protein and fat. So that helps us stay fuller longer and also keeps us more satisfied, so we're less likely to want to have to grab something sugary in the next few hours.
100%. And some things that you can also do is grabbing something quick, easy to go, like a cheese stick. A lot of cheese sticks have about 5 grams of protein in them. They provide you a good amount of calcium. Your body's going to really like that more than like a bag of chips. It's going to stay full for longer. And then mixing it with the nuts would be a really good snack to have, just because you're getting that protein, you're getting those nutrients from the cheese stick, you're getting that extra protein from the nuts, and then also the healthy fats to keep you full for longer. Some other things that I typically recommend is a lot of people like to get some yogurt packs, things like that. To find a more inexpensive way would be kind of getting a full a tub of Greek yogurt. So I know that this is unflavored and plain, but there are ways that we can make it flavorful. We can add in strawberries to make it a little bit sweeter. We can add in nuts. We can even add in like a fiber granola, anything like that to make it a little bit more sweeter, but also the non-fat plain is going to be pretty nourishing.
Yeah.
But I would say the top thing to do is just finding where to start and making these small little steps so that way we can lead into a bigger impact.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Small change.
Small change makes big impact.
It does.
Here are a few small changes that can make healthy eating easier and more affordable.